Hello guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome to this week's weekly rant. Now, I'm going to try and do these rants on Mondays, so you get them at the beginning of the week, and then you can enjoy the rest of the week's posts and whatnot. So, to start off with posts, I think for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the posts off any regular day. Because what's going on is there's a lot going on for me at the moment. I'm really quite busy. So, sorry guys. What I'm encountering is I'm wanting to do the posts for Friday to keep some sort of regularity, but I keep sort of being late. So what I'm going to try and do is just post what I can when I can, but you will get at least one post per week. So you will get to see something per week. In regards to what I'm posting, I will be going back to The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners at some point. But lately I've got some really cool new games to play on the PS4. So I will be doing some different games just to switch it up and give you guys some variety, and that is actually going to be coming to you this week. So you're going to see some cool new games this week. On the subject of cool new games, actually, I've got Black Mesa, the Half-Life 1 remake from Crowbar Collective, installed on my PC. And I have actually tested it, and for the most part it does work quite nicely. I haven't got to a point of combat yet, so I don't actually know if it is going to work 100% smoothly. So I do need to sort of test it up to a point of combat in Half-Life, but we'll see how it fares. But on its top setting, my PC does handle it, so I am very happy about that. That it does play it properly, with some good graphics. It's going to be so much fun to revisit Half-Life 1, but actually with some really good settings, some good visuals, and it's going to be fun just to play something that kind of reimagines the start of a great genre. I really hope it lives up to the Half-Life legacy, because it really does need to. But I'm really going to enjoy that. And as well as that, I am actually going to start doing some reviews on games that I've played. So that's going to be another thing that's coming. Some of you have probably wondered though, with all the posts that are going on, you have not seen Joe Dog do one yet. That's because Joe Dog's been sensationally busy. He's been a lot busier than I have, but he's starting to get some time on his hands now, so he's going to be playing a game on VR, which he's actually tested out, and he really enjoys playing it. So he's going to be doing that and bringing you some really cool videos on it. It's a PS4 VR game, and I love it as well. So there might be a point where we swap and change and we have a good laugh. So you'll be looking forward to seeing Joe Dog playing some games and bringing you some posts. But he's actually going to be bringing you some other cool videos as well, because what I wanted to do is bring you maybe some sort of retro types of gaming. And I discussed this with Jode, where we are going to bring you Warhammer 40,000 or 40k or however you want to say it. So there are going to be some model making and painting posts where we bring you different like figurines and whatnot, and we're preparing for tournaments and games and whatnot. So that's actually probably going to feature me and Joe Dog and maybe some other people. Maybe we can get some other people together and have some real good tourneys, which will need us to make some battlefields probably. So that's something else you guys can look forward to. We're actually going to be doing that. We have actually discussed as well doing some D&D, like some paper D&D. This came from inspiration from the what's it called, VLDL, Viva La Dirt League guys, because they actually started doing it, and they were bringing like some cool sort of like visuals from their epic NPC man world, and as well like to give you like a sort of story kind of thing. And it really did inspire me like that we should probably start doing the D&D as well, probably without like those visuals, because we're not that good yet. But that's some other things to really look forward to as well. One of my sort of primary goals at the moment, though, up and coming, is to like get some money together for a good laptop and a capture card, because I want to start doing some Ark Survival Evolved gameplay with Joe Dog and Shell and some others that might be willing to do it. And I'm going to be renting my own server, my own private server, and we're going to have a discussion on what precisely we want to do, what settings we're going to have, and what maps we're going to play. But we're going to start our own little adventure ourselves, and we're going to sort of figure out how we're going to do it. Of course, inspired by Neebs Gaming. We can't copy those guys because they're one of a kind, and I would never try, to be fairly honest with you. Like I said, it's not right. But we are going to start our own Ark adventure. So that's going to be coming to you at some point. But like I said, I need to save up money for a decent laptop so I can do it. So that's on the horizon. So you saw me bring out the Ark Park VR game. What it is, it's not actually like a full-on game. It's more of an experience. Another one of the experience, which I mean, as a quick review, I was a little disappointed, to be fair, in Ark Park, because it had so much potential. It's the way that it's structured at the beginning gives you so much potential for things to go wrong and for you to be placed in this on this island where you'd have to survive. So it'd be a really sort of good prequel to playing like an Ark game. It'd be really cool, but the mechanics are really quite cool. The way you sort of have to trigger like dinosaurs to turn up. It is quite simple, and it's not terribly complicated. Not as complicated as Ark, of course, but it is quite simple. But it is quite amazing some of the things that happen on the game. I've got the single player to play, and there is like a multiplayer, which I'm guessing is the wave, because it's a wave shooter as well. So when you actually sort of prepare, you get all the gene codes and whatnot, and you actually prepare only for the battles, the attacks. So it's basically a wave shooter as well. But that's pretty much it. So you're going around the different areas, collecting the gene samples and maxing out each map for gene samples, and then gathering materials so you can build the different tools and weapons and whatnot ready for the attacks. So you've got a full inventory of weapons to choose from, and then that's it. That's the game. It's a wave shooter in the end, and it's a little bit disappointing, to be fair, to have Ark's name strapped to that, because that's pretty much all it is. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. It's still a good experience though. It's still a good thing to try out and have a look at, because you know, in one of the maps you're riding in a car driven by a droid and a Giga that comes out from the side and is chasing you, and it's a really, really quite awesome experience to see such a huge thing coming after you. And especially as well, you're driving underneath Brontos and stuff, and it's a cool experience. So it's still a good game, it's still a good experience, but as a game, no, it's not really that great. It doesn't have a lot of potential as a game. The other thing that disappointed me was a game called Shadow Legend by Vitruvius VR. Because I was trying to, decent game. Again, it's fairly simple. It has some puzzles and riddles for you to solve, like to get into different areas, which actually makes it quite interesting. However, there's a problem with recording, which I think Brian put his finger on it. Might have something to do with a copyright issue, because I've been recording on other games quite successfully, I might add, and I haven't had a problem with recording on anything else, and it's that's the only issue I've come up against, sadly. And I'm not sure if I actually put it into the recording for Ark Park, but I was explaining what happened. And what was going on was I was under the impression that I was recording hours of footage for the gameplay, and then when I went to the and then I finished and I had other things to do, and I came back and I said I was having problems with recording because it wasn't recording the snippets, and I didn't realise, because I had loads of different files, like in the gallery on the PS4, the capture gallery, and when I actually went back and looked at it, none of my recordings were there. So I tested it out, and I started the game again, and I was recording right from the get-go, and it just wasn't there. But the capture gallery did record like a snippet of the game where there wasn't like an issue, like there wasn't the copyright issue. But as soon as I turned to talking to characters, it just cut off. So there is a definite copyright issue with recording on Shadow Legend VR. So if anyone would be planning to play Shadow Legend VR, I wouldn't, because if the PS4 is cutting off recording because of copyright issues, then you're going to come up against a copyright strike. If you record and post it, you're probably going to come up with a copyright strike because there's a problem with part of the game that's whatever is sound or voices or whatnot. There's a problem somewhere. So sadly, I didn't get to play and record Shadow Legend VR for you, because it is a fairly good game. It's quite cool in its mechanics, where different areas have sort of main tasks for you to do and little side tasks for you to do, little fun things you can do in each area. For example, in the start of the game, you can hammer out a bent sword, and then you can sharpen, a dull sword, and you can smelt bits of iron ore into iron bars. There's like cool little things you can do, and there's all in other areas. But as soon as you get going with the game, it's quite cool, the way the game plays out to start with. I didn't get all that far in it because then I started realising that I was having a recording issue. But otherwise, it's a cool game to play on your own. If you for a standalone experience where you're playing it on your own and you're not recording or anything, it's a good game to play. It's got it's like a B movie sort of ish, where with the sound that comes out from the characters, almost like it's being done like this with the microphone. Just sort of roughly, it just has that feel to it, and the graphics are okay, because I'm playing it on PS4. I'm not playing it on a high-end PC with Oculus or HTC Vive, so I'm not expecting sort of amazing things from it, but it is actually really quite cool as a game to play. It has some cool mechanics to it. You can climb and monkey swing and do all that, and sort of climb across ropes and stuff to get things. And it is a fantastic mechanic, and it has some really cool weapons in it as well. I actually picked up a blunderbuss, like a sort of rifle cannon which you shoot, and you just you don't run out of ammunition, and it's a really cool game to play. I really enjoy it. Difficult to do archery on, but that's mostly to do with the PS4 and the way the PS4 camera works. I'm really hoping that if they do a second edition of the PSVR for the PS5, that they really look into the camera side of things and ditch the camera for the sensors. They might want to keep the camera, but they might want to invest in some better, more advanced controllers and the sensor stations around the room. Because when you get into these games, you really want to sort of turn around and interact with the world yourself, and really be a part of it. So I think for the PSVR 2, which is being dubbed, where I've seen it around, I think they really need to invest in upgrading the way it works, because otherwise you have to stand there facing the camera and do everything facing the camera, and sometimes archery can be a pain because of the way it tracks the lights and whatnot. And obviously if you're doing the archery, you're putting one controller behind the other, and it's really difficult to do accurately if you want to do it as an archer. Otherwise you're having to sort of do it to the side and guess where it's going to go, which is a bit awkward. Otherwise it is a good amount of fun, like doing stuff like that. But those are the only issues I've had this week. The fun thing is, though, I've got to this stage now where I've presented my video to you guys, my friends and whatnot, to like my Facebook friends and stuff like that, people I know and love, and I've given my videos to them, and I've had some positive feedback from people. I do want some more comments on my videos from people. I want people to start looking at the videos and commenting. Give me your wisdom and criticism, what you think I've done wrong, what you think I've done right, what I could do better, because that's actually the really important part for me now, because now I'm going to start getting onto forums and Facebook pages and really start advertising myself and really start going for it now. So sorry guys. So this is the point where I start branching out. This is the point where you guys start helping me with your comments and your wisdom. You should really start helping me out now. You won't upset me and you won't make me quit. You're only going to help me no matter what you say. Even if you say, "Oh, Chris, you're a bit shit," then tell me why. Tell me why it's bad. Help me to be not bad. Help me to be better. So that's the way it's going to rumble, because I do have it in my head that I am missing some things to be a great YouTuber. I'm missing a fair few things to be a great YouTuber. So, but I get those things by learning, by identifying these mistakes and these errors and this lack of substance, and do something about it. So really, really help me out, guys, by leaving your likes and comments, and make sure you're all subscribed to my YouTube channel, and make sure to share the love and pass on the word, share the word around, pass it on, and tell your friends about me. Really help me out now, because this is where I really want to start giving it my all and start improving myself. So yeah, it's time to really spread my wings. So with that in mind, I'm going to start looking at just like sort of little details on the pages. Like my Facebook page, my banner is not all that great. I'm going to start looking at all the little details I can and really start like pushing out and whatnot and getting everything right. I may look at someone to do a website for me, but we'll see. We'll see how that pans out, because I don't know anyone as such at the moment that's got the ability to make a good website for me. So I have places to do different things from. I don't want to spoil it. I'm trying to tell you without spoiling some of the surprises I've got in mind for you. But yeah, so I've got a load of things I need to do. So from here on out, things are only just going to get better and better. You're going to see more games, more different posts, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So you've got loads and loads of stuff to come. Things are getting better and better. My car is on the repair today. So life is just going to get easier and easier and easier because I'll have my independence back. Oh yeah. So if you guys haven't noticed, all my little pictures, right? apart from the forest in the background of the intro, the characters are hand drawn. Okay, they're hand drawn. They're hand drawn by Jamie Corbett of Novel Graphics. I shall leave a link in the description below for you guys to go and check out his drawings, check out his work, because he is awesome. He's going to be doing all sorts of drawing for me as part of my channel as I start unraveling the different style, the different kind of style that I'm going to start putting on my channel. Yeah, so I'm going to start sort of introducing the style I want to give you guys now. So yeah, so I want, so check him out because he is great. I'm waffling because I've got like a number of different things in my head that I want to talk about. Check him out, Novel Graphics, on his Facebook page. He's really, really good. He's a great friend of mine and he's so talented, and he's been doing drawing for me. And I hope he's been doing drawing for me for ages to come, so we can bring you some cool little drawings and bring you some fun stuff. You're going to like the things I've got in mind for future posts. I really cannot wait to really get this style a pumping, because it's going to be funny and it's going to be cool. So yeah, so you've got so much to look forward to, but all I need in return is likes, comments and subscribes is all I would like from you. And just love and friendship, because I mean, I think what I want to communicate to you guys is I'm not in it for this. I'm not in it for this. I'm in it for the adventure. Seeing other YouTubers do this and the communities they create and the friends they make and the adventures they have is just incredible to me. It's such a great thing that they do, and what they do for people, and how, like, what they mean to people. You know, I've seen on their YouTube channels like some of the comments and on the pages and stuff where people have been like really low and depressed, and then they come and make comments like, you know, you've lifted me up, and I was really low this morning but I watched your post and now I can't stop smiling. Posts like that are just fantastic, which means they're such great people, and it's inspiring. So if I've been wanting to do this YouTube thing for so long, but I've never had the opportunity or the means or the know-how to do it until now. So this is why I'm really going for it. This is what it means to me. This is something I've always wanted to do. So I'm going for it. I'm going to get on top of this and really go for it. And I'll need your help. So anything you can do to help me out will be very much appreciated. So in the next few weeks, I'm going to be looking at some new games to play as well, because as well as VR and PC games playing where you've got the little camera in the corner, which I figured out how to do, by the way, I'm going to be bringing you some normal console games as well. So if there's any games that you want me to play, that you want to see, that you've never tried, but you're thinking of purchasing and you want to see what it's like, how it plays, whatnot, give us a shout and let me know, and I'll play it for you and I'll post it up on the channel and I'll give you my honest review of what the game is like. But the main point just before I go, because I've been waffling on for about 20 odd minutes, is the next game I want to start playing is Arizona Sunshine, but I actually want to start playing it. I actually want to start playing it with someone, because it's got a co-op. It's got like a co-op function on it, and I want to start doing the VR, the co-op version of it with VR. So if any of you guys do have a PlayStation 4 and you have VR and you have Arizona Sunshine, a tall order I know, Let me know in the comments below, and we'll link up on the PS4 friends list and we'll get some recording done, because I really would like to play this with someone, make a new friend and play with someone and post it up on the channel. So let me know if you're up for that. If anybody has got that and is up for doing that, let me know in the comments below and we'll get that sorted, because that's something I really want to post on the channel, because it is a good laugh. It's so much fun. So yeah, so that's about it for this week's weekly rant. There's lots of positive stuff on the horizon. There's a real good start to the channel coming, and I'm so excited. It's going to be top fun, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I've got planned for you. So until next week's weekly rant, that's me signing off, guys. Thanks for being patient and listening. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.